Come on. Come on, Ed. Come on. Come on, Ed. Come on. Come on. Come on. I've got a bit of an emergency here. Mind trying to keep the cattle out. They flipping got out into the neighbour's field just now. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ed. I'll tell you the story in a minute. Okay, so, come on. I'm calling these young cattle into our last bit of grass. Some of the other ones are happy down there. We're going to go into Collier's Lease where we drilled it last autumn. Still got a bit of a bite there. Let's get them in here. I got to get an electric fence around those round bales. Anyway, her panic mode this afternoon. Come on, they'll love it in here. Let me just show you a bit of grass. Look, they still got a bite. So there's still quite a bite of grass here. Anyway, you might have seen the video I did the other day about the cattle still being out. Okay, now I'm risking it now, I'm ranching it, and I'm basically winging it to buy myself extra time, extra cash really. So if I reckon, so I've got 30 cattle still outside, I reckon that's a saving of at least 20 quid a day, right, in bedding and feed. So every day they're out here buys me 20 quid. Not bad. If you do 5 days, £100 in the farm bank rather than spent on bedding and feed. But the gamble is there enough grass for them to be out? Because really, this time of year, the grass has stopped growing. So I'm ranching them. I've done the lower fields, and I was planning to move them in this field today, right? Typical today. So what happens? I look down there just to go and get them, ready to move them. And if you look, let's zoom down there. There's a divide. Can you see that hedge line there? There's our grass field there. It's sort of not a very green colour. And then there's the neighbour's wheat there. A lovely green colour. One heifer managed to get through that hedge line just there onto the wheat. Now I knew that hedge was a bit dodgy, but I winged it and thought I could get, let me see, I put them in there 3 days ago. I thought I'd get 3 days out of grazing, which is what I did. I got 3 days. On the third day, they thought, there's not enough grass here, but that wheat looks yummy. Anyway, big panic. Me and my brother went down there and we moved them. I didn't film that because it was a bit stressy. Tom doesn't like being filmed, and I'm not going to put a camera on him when we got to do stuff like that. He'd just explode. So I've moved them now into where they were going to be moved. I was going to move them here today anyway, but I've moved them here now. As you can see, they got grass here. These young ones have just come on up. The older ones, they haven't sussed it out yet. They're still down on the bottom because these two fields haven't been grazed yet. But ideally I'd just let them in here now and that'd be it. But there's no flipping water trough in here. So the next field over where the water trough is also where the round bales are. Now, here's the issue, right? I know cows like round bales, especially this time of year. And as you saw when I arrived, they were sniffing round it. So what I'm going to do, I've let them in there now. The older ones, let me just zoom down in a minute. The older ones are still down there. They haven't sussed out the young ones are up here. But the young ones have already sniffed those bales. And we've had it before where they flipping bit chunks out of them. So I've got electric fence in the Land Rover. Literally, I was just driving along here to do it. They read my mind. So I'm going to put electric fence around here. We've already got some blocks and stuff, because the trouble is, because it's hard standing, I can't get these electric fencing stakes in the ground. So I've got them in blocks. Now the danger is, you see, one's already had a nibble on that. Another half an hour and they would have been a big hole out of it. Now the trouble is they've had a taste. And there, look, they've had a taste. And here, look, that was literally, they've only been in this field half an hour and they've had a taste. Look, you can see the slobber around it. So, my biggest worry now is they've had a taste of that, but also they're little, so the little ones will get underneath the electric fence. So anyway, I'm going to put a fencer here. Look, there's a bloody nibble there as well. Cheeky little monkeys. I mean, the good thing is this time of year that won't matter because the bales won't go off when it's this cold. Oh. So I'm going to stick an electric fence up here. Look, the older ones are really happy down there. Look. See that? They're spread out. So literally I'm buying myself a few more days. Really, I'm being lazy, but really there's so much more work. So much more work when the cows come inside, everything inside, that I'm trying to put that off. And so I work on a principle, right? And we just, I'm putting breeze blocks back up for the fence and what post. I work on the principle I can get them out for another 3 days or 4 days, I think. And they'll either definitely come in then. Well, they will come in then. If they start attacking the bales, I will just whip out here really quick and pull them out. But I'm hoping putting an electric fence up round them will stop that with a little zap. But I'll keep you posted on that. I won't be filming everything because I've got to get the heifers in, but then when we get the heifers in, my brother will be around for that and he won't want to be on that film. Right. Let me just put this fencer up and then we'll have a little check back at the end. Oh, good sign. This lot have already come back. Yeah, I'd have belt off that one then, look. They might actually learn a trick. The problem is the heifers, they're not used to electric fences, so they don't know what they are. So they don't know. They'll know when they touch them. Right. This isn't good enough though. Look at that. That's gonna go over. They're gonna get through that. I'm winging it on this. I got a horrible feeling I'm gonna be moving these tomorrow. I'm not convinced this is going to work, my idea of electric fencing around this. I think the round bale is just going to be too tempting. Maybe it's the smiley faces. Go on. Oh, nearly swore then. Nearly clear off, I meant. Clear off. Right, let's just get on with this and then we'll see how we go. I can't leave it like this. Moo, indeed, moo. They're telling me they want to come in, really. That's just fallen down already. Oh Christ, there's one on them already. Look, this ain't gonna blooming work. Get out. Get out. Go on. I got a feeling it needs to be in tomorrow. I tried and probably failed. I'll just do what I can for now. It's getting late. I'm not bringing them in tonight. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. I put the blooming things in the bales. Look. Because the ground's too rocky. I can't get the stakes in there. And in there, they're pretty wobbly. And it doesn't matter for dairy cows when they're grazing the rest of the field. But this time of year, they want to get on them. But look, I think that might work. These are fairly good long here. I don't think these will come out. It's whether that's too high and they get underneath, because that's always an option. Oh, the thing with cows is you've always got to think ahead of them, because they've got different ideas of life than you. Haven't you? You're stalking that, aren't you? Are you stalking that bale? What are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. Yum yum yum. Aren't you? Hey, go on, have a lick and see what that's like. Oh, right. I know what I'm going to do. Someone's beeping me. That's Rowan. Hello, Rowan, if you're watching. Now this is on. So don't take an electric fence with this on, as Harry found out. These short stakes I'm putting in the ground here, where I can get them in. Sorry, I'm multitasking again. I can't do it. I'm putting the long stakes where. Try not to touch. Putting the long stakes in the ground and putting the short stakes in the breeze blocks. Let's try that. That's a little bit better. Let's take this other one. That's a shorty one. You just want to get under that other side of the wire, don't you? You, Mrs. 397. Go on, touch it and see, and you'll go then, won't you? Oh, just clear off. Go on. It's not much different, is it? Right, that's it. I think I've made that as secure as I can. I've done stake, look at that, I've even put one on the corner. That's where the weak spots are, where they push against the corner and that flops over. That one's pretty good. That's all quite good along there. Got the fencer on, flashing away. The good thing is they've actually cleared off now. They've all gone back down there. They've done a bit of an explore. I'm hoping that what I've gained is the fact that I'm hoping what's happened is they've done an explore, they've nibbled on that, they've gone, okay, that's quite nice, but now I've had a little zap, I'm not interested. And quite possibly they've wandered on back down. They know that there's grass in there, that's where the nice grass is. I'm thinking I get 4 days out of here if they don't attack the bales, and then they're in for Christmas. And well, everyone's a winner then. If I saved a bit of money on the feed and that, but it isn't just about that. I tell you what, it's just not all about saving a few quid. What it is about is my workload. And my workload, from the moment they come inside, it escalates. So I'm not a maximum workload this time of year, and I'll tell you the reason for that, right? So at the moment it's okay. Well, it's not okay, it's hard work in the winter, but I haven't got everything in. So they come in in say 4 days time, then so you think, well, okay, that's maximum workload, but it's not, because what happens is, because we calve all year round, we'll be calving through the winter. So we'll have whatever calves now in December, we'll have calves in December, January, February, March and April before they go out. So we get an escalating number of headage on the farm to feed and look after. But also you've got to think as well that everything we got is getting bigger. So a heifer that's 18 months in December, by April it's not 18 months anymore, is it? And obviously they need more straw, more feed, and they take up more space. So as we go through, my workload increases all the way through till April when the cows go out. And that's why I always, someone commented about me being a bit moody and grumpy on a video back in a month ago, or less than that. Well, it's no wonder, because the workload's increasing all the way through my winter, and they're coming in just in time for me to look after on Christmas Day. Anyway, that's just the way it is. But this is my Fort Knox now. Look at that. Stay off my bales. And we'll have them into that 75 still ain't calved. Someone else has said probably calve in December. You could be right. December 25th. Maybe we'll have a Christmas baby. I'll let you know. But in the meantime, Fort Knox bales all right for a few more days, and then everything's in. Oh, right, let's get back. Get back. Crack on, everyone. Cracking on for Christmas. Crack on. Well, by the way, stay tuned for Christmas Day, because I have got the ultimate in ridiculous video. Me and Farmer P are recording a Christmas video with some really stupid thing that I've organised. Oh my god, I hope we don't kill each other. Right, tune in on Christmas Day for that. Crack on.